That's how it's like 5:30 in the morning. But gotta do what you gotta do, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, I got a question. And I want, like, when I ask this question, man, I need people, like, when you go to leave a comment about this, I really need you to sit back and ponder on what I'm about to say. Don't get in your feelings. Don't tell me how you feel, which is in your feelings. Don't preach. I want you to tell me, how in the hell does this make any sense when you think about what you're being told or what you're saying or what you're regurgitating, which is outside of what the Creator says, the real Creator? Okay? All right. So every time, now I'm gonna just put this out here before I even start asking this question. So the Most High said that people are gonna have this feeling, right? This fright or this urge or this awareness that something is coming, but they don't know what, right? They know it's not good and they know it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It says that. It says that, you're gonna see men in travail, like a woman pregnant. It says a lot of stuff, right? But it says that men are gonna know, they're gonna have this feeling. And if y'all not paying attention to the videos that's out here, there are men on here right now telling people like, yo, y'all, listen, y'all better get it together. Like, something's coming. We can feel it. Yeah. Right? That's actual scriptural, right? That's from the Torah. It says that a man will have this feeling, this dread, right, come over them, and don't know from what, but they know something's wrong, right? Everything's not going to be the same. Okay. The thing I don't get, right? And I asked somebody this the other day. If you're reading the Torah with clarity, not with the thoughts of a man or what you would call a spiritual leader or a pastor, or what you've been taught, like you're reading it to find out something, right? And then you start reading, they call it the New Testament or whatever, right? First and foremost, how can you not see that those are two different personalities? I'm still befuddled on how people cannot see that clear as day. There are two personalities when you read that. The Torah, and when you read what they call the New Testament or whatever, right? Or what they call the Old Testament. Then, if you have read the Torah, even listened to the Torah, right? It gives you a time of punishment. It gives you a time of judgment, and then it gives you a time of, redemption, and then a time of peace, right? And during the time of redemption and peace, right, it clearly tells you that he's going to make Eden and Israel, the nation, the real Israel, the real land, he's going to make it more beautiful than it's ever been. It's going to be way a million times better, right? Right? And then when you go back and you go into the time of judgment, right? He says, for everyone who calls on my name will be saved, right? So that's whoever pretty much has been calling on the Most High's name, not Baal. That's why if y'all read the scriptures, he said that my people will no longer call me by the name of Baal. So, I mean, let's just use common sense. If the Creator's saying that you will no longer call him by the name of Baal, then whatever name you're using to say that that's the creator, that's Baal. That's just common sense, right? And last I checked, all this shit ain't been destroyed yet. So that hasn't even happened yet, right? Like, you know, he says he has to wash the filth off of us and everything, right? So you have that, right? And then you have where it says that we're going to rebuild Israel, right? The land, right? And it says that out of the 4 streams that come out of the garden, life-giving waters are going to come out and cleanse the earth, right? All the waters in the earth, right? That's what it says, right? So if this is saying that, right? Oh, wait. Let me get to another part. And it also says that a lot of people are going to rise up from the grave. They're going to come back, right? It didn't say in no CHRIS thing. I ain't know. It says a lot of people will come back. It says some will come back with great glory and shine like the firmament, and some will come back with I can't think of the word. You know how when you do somebody wrong and you just like why I do that? I can't believe I was doing that. I can't think of the word, but you know, I described it to you. But that like resentment or whatever, right? So if it says that, right, and it says that a man will live a full life, right, and grandmothers will watch their children play outside, like it talks about all this peaceful time, and people will trade their spears and swords in for plowshares and stuff like that, right? Why? I want to know this. What the hell is these people talking about? When you die, you go into heaven, and in heaven there's cities of gold and milk and honey. You're dead. What does gold have to do with anything if you're dead? Your body is dead. They're saying, and this has something to do with that guy. You know what I'm talking about. So, if your flesh has died, and y'all talking about y'all going up in the sky, in the clouds, and there's cities of gold and milk and honey. What is milk and honey going to do for you if you're a spirit? And what is gold going to do for you if you're a spirit? What would gold have to, what you going to do with it? How you going to drink the milk and the honey? You're in the sky. Because if you look up with a lot of these words that they're using, heaven means firmament. Dome, heavens. I set 2 great lights in the heavens. It's right there. Y'all don't see something wrong with that? Wouldn't it make more sense? Like, let's just use common sense, right? So, if you're really paying attention and you read in with the New Testament and it's telling you all this stuff, and it's just all it keeps speaking about you dying and going into this heavenly place. It ain't talking about you living, it's talking about you dying. Right? Okay. And in the Torah, it talks about a father punishing his children. And after their punishment is over, he's going to punish the people that he allowed them to do what they've been doing to him. He allowed it because we broke his laws, right? And you've got to think about it. If there's nothing new under the sun, that means everything they were doing, we were doing. There's nothing new under the sun, y'all. None of this shit is new. So we were doing just as much fuck shit as they was doing. They have been doing. The thing is, it's like their shit is like 1,000,000 times worse. You know what I mean? So just think about it. So you're being punished. Now, after your punishment, right? And you repent and everything. Now he's going to heal the land, heal the waters, heal you, and make the earth that he created for you more beautiful and more abundant than it ever been. And that would be heaven, because now you have all different types of varieties of fruits, vegetables, plant life, all type of shit. Don't that sound more like a heaven than you sitting in a fucking sky in a gold city or gold houses? Doing what? Y'all can't catch the bullshit? Why would the Most High take 7 days to make all this for you and then turn around and take you up in heaven? What was the point of making this? It's a trial? Nah, y'all, like, listen, you gotta understand. This is why I tell people, like, you have to read for yourself and not read for other people, because men are liars. Just like me. I could be lying, but you have to read it for yourself. Read what I'm talking about. It's right there. It says men are inherently evil because of their hearts. It ain't say nothing about some damn devil making you do something. Get behind me, Satan. Ain't nobody making you do shit. You do it because you want to do it. If there's a entity making you do stuff, how can you be at fault for something you can't control? How can you punish somebody that has no control? You see what I'm saying? Where's your free will if Satan's got you doing it? If his whisper in your ear is that strong that you can't resist it? How that make sense? And like, people don't even know, like, the worst fucking crime you could damn near do to the Creator is worship an idol. That's why I keep talking about it. And the worst thing that you can do to the Holy Spirit, which is feminine, is blaspheme her. Listen, y'all. I don't see how people cannot see this. What sense does it make? What sense does it make? Like, if you really read the New Testament and pay attention to what you read, it don't make sense. How is it that the Torah is talking about the Creator and the people He created and the stuff that they did? It's like a biography about these people, right? And then you get into this New Testament and all it's about is about one man. It ain't even talking about the people no more. It's talking about this man. And then this man go from a prophet to the son of the Most High, to the only son of the Most High, to the Most High. And then when you show people in Exodus, which is the second book, that the Creator called Israel his firstborn, his only begotten, they say that's not what it's talking about. Because I know if I tell somebody that my son is my firstborn, my only begotten, I'm talking about my son. How is it not saying that if that's what it's saying? This is shit what we be like. And this is why he say we love our idols, because you will lie on him. You will lie on the Creator to justify somebody that ain't even real. Like, people are running around justifying an entity, or actually it was a person that died. And people are trying to, like, they're lying to make him real. And I don't get it. I don't understand this. This don't make no type of sense to me. The whole thing don't make sense. It don't make sense. You know what makes sense to me? You live in my house, you broke my laws, you either got to get out or I'm going to punish you if you my child. Like, you know, that makes sense. What don't make sense to me is you live in my house, you broke my laws, I'm going to let you kill my son, or my fault, me, and hang me on the cross because I got to show you that I love you. Kind of fucking sense do that make? Oh yeah, and I'm going to make me, my son, prophet, die for your sins. Why? Okay, so if everything that plays out in the heavens happens on the earth, why is not people going to jail and serving time? What people are, but they doing it unjustly. But why isn't it a law for people to go and serve time for other people when they commit crimes? If you do something wrong and you don't get judged for it, or you don't get the punishment for it, you don't learn no lesson. You think you're going to get away with it, you're going to keep doing it. So why would the Creator let someone die because of something you did to teach you something? That's not teaching you shit. And you think He don't know that? He said that you are stiff-necked and hard-headed. There's judgments in the damn Torah and Deuteronomy. There's judgments in there that's happening to us right now. So how the hell, if your sins were forgiven, why are these judgments still on us? You can literally get up, go outside, and watch a woman walk down the street and see the judgments of the Most High all over her ass. You can see it in her stomach. Instead of a flat stomach, she got a tire all the way around. Look like a tire all the way around her waist. Instead of long, beautiful hair, you got what? Stub and sores and pus. Judgment. Instead of a sweet smell, you got stink in her lower parts. Judgment. What are you talking about? You'll have an evil eye towards your brother. This is why we killing each other. It's a judgment. All the nations will come around you and live around you, and they will come up very high, and you will go very low. Judgment. We complain about it all day. All day. They come around here, they come and got these stores and got gas stations and we ain't got shit. We do it every day. It's a judgment. So if somebody died for our sins, why the fuck are we being judged? That don't make sense. And I don't understand how people still believe. And then you tell somebody, you're cursed. No, I'm not. I'm blessed and highly favored. You live in a fucking ghetto. And listen, I swear to God, y'all, I say this to people all the time. You don't know what a blessing is. You don't have a fucking clue what the blessings of the Most High is. You don't know. You've never had them because you've been in judgment the whole fucking time. You've been in judgment the whole time, y'all. From the time you was born and before, you have been in judgment. How you think you blessed when you live in the ghetto? You struggling to pay bills that you're paying bills for shit that belong to you. And you talking about you blessed. You're paying for a house that ain't yours. You're paying for a house that's not yours. They are renting you your property. Like, I don't understand how you think you're blessed. If you don't pay the taxes on the house that you have allegedly bought, what you did was settle a lease. If you don't pay their taxes, they will take that fucking house. I don't care what you say. And they will sell it right in your fucking face. It's not yours. How is that a blessing? That's a fucking curse. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. I don't understand how people can't see this. You buy a car. If you don't get it registered, if you don't have a license, if you're not paying for insurance, they will take it and charge you to get it back after you satisfy what they say you better have when you have a right to travel. And then you still got to get insurance and get all the shit that you got to get done. And if you don't, they will sell it in your fucking face after you pay for it. They will sell it. So how is it yours? You're not even you. You can't even walk down the street without a cop grabbing you, throwing you against the fucking wall, asking you, do you have any weapons on you? Or are you on parole? Or are you this? Or are you that? What are you talking about? The Most High say you will be cursed. And y'all walking around talking about I'm blessed and highly favored. You are not. None of us are. The only blessing that you are getting is life. That's the only blessing that you have gotten. But as far as the Most High storehouse coming down on you, not the fuck at all. He told you he's going to give it to another people. And if you ain't been paying attention, we don't get up and go stand on our own island and lay on the beach and drink Mai Tais all day and don't have to worry about nothing. We don't do that. We get up and we go to work like the fuck I'm doing right now. And we struggle and we toil at the what is it called? The brow, the sweat of your brow. That's what the hell you doing. It's a curse. He told you. Curse when you go in and curse when you come out. Y'all better wake the fuck up. Y'all better wake up and stop lying on the Creator. The faster you wake up and realize the situation you in, the faster we can start changing our circumstances. Because he said one thing that we don't pay attention to. If my people would just think, and change their ways and repent, I will hear from heaven and heal their land. Now, let me ask y'all a question, right? What land you think he's talking about? You think he's talking about Africa? Or you think he's talking about the land right here that they destroyed? Get your face all over. Which y'all can't seem to understand that people change words so it'll fit their narrative. If you read in older Bibles, it says a land, it didn't say a land that's not theirs. It says a land that was stolen from them. And if you read the fucking, what's that book called? The Book of Mormon and Nephi, right? Nephi tell you that the Gentiles came and took the land from the children. It tell you that. It tell you that. But y'all see stuff and y'all go right, oh no, and don't understand that y'all being manipulated. Y'all don't know the voice of the Creator. That's why people are saying what they saying. Y'all sitting here, the first thing you got to get rid of is a fucking idol. You get rid of that idol, you'll start hearing the Most High's voice. You cannot hear the Most High's voice serving an idol. Dude is an idol. He's an idol. You are not to worship anything above, in the sky, in the waters, or on the earth. If there's a man walking around and he was born of a woman, that's an idol. If you're prostrating to him, I don't care what you say. It tells you not to what? Prostrate yourself to nothing in the sky, nothing in the waters, and nothing of the earth. That means man too. So if you got an image of a man and you bow on your fucking head and calling him the creator, you're in idolatry. You're an idol worshiper. That's exactly what you are. It is what it is. I mean, at what point are we gonna sit back and really figure out what the hell's really going on? Because for some damn reason, we can't seem to figure this shit out. God damn. I guess I'll pull up in here. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, we can't seem to figure this out. We can't seem, a lot of us can't see it. You got brothers right now still telling people, talking about they got the truth, but then they still serving the same fucking idol. Why? All right, ask yourself a question, right? And this is an honest question. Why would the creator come and destroy earth and destroy millions and millions of people, Christians and whatever, that's worshiping the so-called him, right? They go and worship him and do whatever and keep whatever so-called laws they call laws, right? And why would he go and destroy all these people, right? If they worshiping him. Huh? Why would he tell you you will no longer call him by the name of Baal if that's his name? Because if you start looking into stuff, you'll find out that the word Lord, which I should not be saying, is Baal. I shouldn't even be saying that. God is Baal. That name the other dude, Zeus, Baal. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand how you don't want to look into nothing. You just want to listen to some lying ass man that asks you for money every weekend, 3 times a day, or try to get you to go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you have no time for your family because you in a building singing songs. You don't learn shit. The only thing you learn how to do is sing songs. You in this building and all they want is money. And they telling you, we need your money to pay, to keep God's house open. Why would the creator need your money? If you ever looked up what tithes was, it was to take care of the Levites. Because the Levites kept the temples. The Levites lived in the temple, so we had to help them. They the only ones that didn't get land. It said nothing about paying some goddamn pastor's car note. Or keeping some damn building that you built. You see that? Because it never said them temples that the Levites kept, it never said the creator dwelt in them building, in them temples. It never said that. The only one that he dwelt in was the one that was created by Solomon. And you know why? Because he had, he made entities help build that temple. Did y'all know that? Solomon had, the creator showed him how to control spiritual beings. And he made them build most of that temple. So, I mean, I don't get I don't get this. Like, when are we going to figure this shit out? Like, and you got people on the internet, y'all, pushing this shit. Just pushing it. You can't even prove the letter J is a real damn letter. But you're pushing something. You're saying a name that don't even exist is powerful. That had nothing to, that was not even thought of during those times. But all of a sudden it's got power. Like, if it did, why are we still in the conditions we in? Because I don't care what y'all call people or what other people call people. We are OJ's glove. That shit fit us so them curses fit us so goddamn well. It don't fit nobody but us, and everybody know it. Everybody know it. You know what I'm saying? So, what is going on? What is going on? How much longer do we gotta sit here and make fools of ourselves? Because that's what we doing. That's exactly what we doing. We look like a pack of fucking fools. And I keep telling y'all, if you got somebody mainstream getting like all over the place, best believe they have their hand on it. They have their hand on it. You run around interviewing this person and that person interviewing and this person interview you and this and that. You think them people ain't got their hand on that? You think they don't have their hand on that? You think they not involved with that? And I'm like, y'all telling me y'all reading these books, this Bible, and y'all can't see the difference in them two books? Y'all can't tell that that's two different people? But I guess you can if you don't know the Most High's voice. I guess you can. Because he say, my sheep know my voice. And that is true. Because I can clearly see a difference. Clear as day. I can read a book and tell you where they put the bullshit in and where the bullshit ain't in. I can literally tell you what is the words of the Creator and what's not. Because it's all coinciding with the same, from the time he said, I'm going to punish y'all asses, to the time the punishment started. All that stuff coincide together. I can literally just pick it right out. And you telling me, y'all sitting here waiting for some man to come on the cloud like he Goku, when that ain't what the Creator said was going to happen. He said that he's going to come with millions of his angels. Millions. To do judgment on the earth. So, in their chariots, like that move like a whirlwind, like lightning in the sky. What do you think he's talking about? Your so-called UFOs. They know. See, they have to tell you the truth, but they also have to tell you a lie. So they telling you, the Creator's coming to fuck us up, and y'all too, because y'all doing what we doing. But they aliens. It's gonna be an alien. They gotta do that. They tell you the truth, and then they put their lie in it. What do you think is going to happen? It tell you that in the book of Enoch. It tell you that in Isaiah. It tell you that in Jeremiah. It tell you that in Hosea. It tell you that in Ezekiel. It tell you that in every prophet. I don't follow prophets that follow a man. I follow the prophets that got the word from the Creator, that where he told them to write this down. Not some dudes walking around with a dude whose name don't even exist. No. And then telling you he make a new law. The Most High told you don't add or take from. So how you gonna add something? You telling me the Creator threw himself on a cross? For what? For what? Why he had to be born of a woman? He wasn't born of a woman when he came down and talked to Abraham. Yeah, he came down in the flesh and talked to Abraham. Yes, he did. Yup, he was in flesh and talked to Abraham because he ate. He ate something. Remember, Sarah made goat meat. Him and them angels, they ate. And then they went to the the tip of the mountain or the hill or whatever, and he was sitting there, standing there like, damn, should I tell Abraham what I'm about to go down here and do to these motherfuckers? So who was Abraham talking to and eating with if it wasn't the Creator? Because that's not what it said, because Sarah laughed. And he said, what are you laughing for? Because she laughed inside. And he knew she laughed. He's like, what you laughing for? I can't do what I say I'm going to do? And then you get people to say, well, that was Jesus. That was Jesus. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because guess what? When Moses asked him what his name was, it don't say J-E-S-U-S. It don't say that. And it don't say Jesus. And it don't say Jesus or Jesus. It don't say none of that. He said, I am that I am. And last I checked, that don't mean Jesus or Jesus or whatever. It don't mean that. And that name is Greek. And if last I checked, Most High came to the Hebrew people. He did not come to the Greeks. He came to the Hebrews. This is why he make this statement that says, out of all the families of the earth, I have known you. So I will punish you for your iniquities. So he's literally making a distinction. So if he's only known us, why would he speak to people in Greek if he only talking to the Hebrews? Why do you think they call it the God of the Hebrews? The God of the Hebrews. That's what Pharaoh say. The God of the Hebrews. He was speaking Hebrew. That's what it says. It don't say the God of the Greeks. It don't say the God of the Pharaohs. It says the God of the Hebrews. And I'm going to tell y'all another thing. What y'all call Egypt ain't Egypt. It's not Egypt. So the stuff they showing y'all and they telling you Egyptian, that's not Egyptian. Now I'm going to tell you how you know it's not Egyptian. What did Moses put on the top of the staff and have it bite people? And they were allowed to go in. Wasn't it a serpent? What do the so-called pharaohs have on the top of their head ornaments? Yep. And did you know the pharaohs had beards? Yeah. The so-called pharaohs, right? So, think about it. He didn't say. So, if you look and you really think about it, right? This system is not a so-called Egyptian system. It is a Roman system, a Greek system. It's not Egyptian. Or what they tell you Egyptian, because Egypt just means slavery. That's all it is. It's just slavery. It's not a people. It's a slavery. It's a slavery. It's a people that'll bring you into that. Because he said you will go into Egypt again with ships. It didn't say I'm going to put you in slavery on ships. He said, literally told you slavery's going to come to you by the way of ships. This is how they came with ships and took our land. They came on ships by the millions. And they didn't come on little wooden boats. They came on metal boats with motors. Because the times that they telling you that all this stuff happened, it didn't. It's happening right now. All this shit is playing out right now. So those stories in the Torah that was happening, they didn't just happen like they didn't happen thousands of years. Them Jones it happened in the 16, 15, 1400s. And I'm gonna tell you how you can really find out that it did. The earthquake of Jeroboam, right? Look up the book, The Jesuit and the Indian. Look up that book. And it talks about this crazy ass earthquake that happened in the 1600s that displaced mountains, rivers, everything. And then you read the earthquake of Jeroboam, it's damn near identical. They changed the times, like he said. They're going to change the times, the seasons, everything. And they did it. But nobody wants to pay attention. It's like every time the creator tell you something, you don't believe shit he say, but you'll believe somebody that don't even exist. What he saying? You think this motherfucker coming on a damn cloud to save your ass. Okay. All right. Okay. But just be surprised when you see all these spiritual ships moving like lightning and shit, burning shit up. Because, again, why would he let them blow up themselves? Wouldn't that mean that they destroyed themselves? That the creator had nothing? They could try to say, oh, he influenced them, but it's easy to try to say man did it to themselves, just like the wars. But if something come, he said, I'm going to do a work on this earth you won't believe, right? So if we go to war and blow each other up with nuclear bombs, that ain't nothing to not believe, because we believe it. That's all we believe. So now if you see some shit you never seen before coming and all types of shit happening that you cannot comprehend, like these fucking creatures that people are seeing now, these monsters, these giant ass monsters in the sea, all types of giant snakes, all types of cryptids, all types of shit. You cannot say that is man. You can't. You could try. You know what I'm saying? You could try, but how? So you sitting there talking about these motherfuckers just made all these creatures and let them go. But then it tells you that if you look into the old maps in the 1500s, it shows you creatures before these motherfuckers even had control of this land. So it's like, come on, y'all. Like, people don't even understand the cross was a seal. That's all it was. It was a seal. It had nothing to do with no man. Because when you get crucified, you're not being hung on a cross, you're being hung in a tree by a rope around your neck. That's crucified. And if you pay attention, so I'll be telling people, pay attention to what you read, because there's parts in the scriptures where he's speaking about a nation of people, but he's saying he. And all they did was take that and make you think you're talking about one person, and it's talking about a nation of people. Talking about a nation of people. But you don't see it because you're reading for somebody else. You're reading from the eyes of another person, and they're deceiving you. And it says that many will be deceived. They will be. And it's shit if they ain't. Because at the end of the day, if there's a law, you cannot do laws away. I don't give a fuck what you do. There's no way that you can fulfill a law. You cannot fulfill laws. A law is in place to keep you in order. So how can you fulfill something if it's to keep you in line? There's laws of life. You have to eat certain foods to keep yourself alive. So if you say you fulfilled that, how the hell are you going to stay alive if you just changed it because now all of a sudden you fulfilled it? That don't make sense. You can't fulfill laws. Talking about he fulfilled the law. What the fuck are you talking about? And people are saying this crazy shit. You can't fulfill the law. The law is in place so you can live on this earth in sync with nature. The hell is you talking about? Like, people are really out their damn minds. And they don't think. They not thinking. They letting people think for them. How is it that you walking around, you keeping these psycho-ass laws of this land, but you talking about the creator's laws is fulfilled by a man that got hung in a tree, allegedly? Because in the Coben Bible, it says that Judas died, and dude fled and had kids. Dude, whole ass. Yeah, y'all might want to read that. It's the book of Barnabas. And then you got people that say, oh, that shit ain't real, this, that. Of course it ain't real, because you want to believe in what you want to believe. That's what it is. And a lot of times when you shut somebody up with just the word of the creator, the next words that come out their mouth is, I believe what I believe. So that means you're a liar. Because you can't even stand on what you're talking about. So you got to deal with that problem, not me. You're lying on the Creator. I don't know, but I'm going to let y'all go because I'm about to call this lady and tell them come on so we can get this shit done. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this one because I did. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you see what I've been talking about. And if you don't, I'll send you the shit so you can see it. I can send you, and I'll send you the scriptures too, where it tells you it's talking about him, and it ain't saying shit about nothing about him. Like if you read Hosea 11:1, where it says, on the Matthew one, where it says, "Out of Egypt have I called my son," and you go to Hosea 11:1, where it says, "Out of Egypt have I called my son," when you read the whole damn thing, it don't say nothing about no damn Jesus at all. It's talking about the children of Israel. Just like that Herod story. That whole Herod story is a crock of shit. It's not real. And how I know? Because when you keep reading Hosea, it talks about when they talk about the kids and stuff like that. That was taken from the book of Moses book. But it goes into where it talks about what you call crying for her kids because they not. Well, if you read Hosea and watch what it say, he tell her to stop crying because her sons are coming home. So how the fuck is dead people coming home? Because they was in captivity. That's how they coming home. Like, y'all gotta read shit for what it is and stop listening to these lying ass people. People are lying. All they care about is money. Fake money. Shit that ain't even real anyway. Fuckers is you can't sell your soul, so that's bullshit because you don't own it. Last I checked, I can't take my soul out my body and say hold this. So you can't sell something that you don't own. You can't sell something that you don't possess. You don't possess it. You don't know how to possess it. The only thing you can sell is your fucking morals, and you can sell your flesh. And you know what selling your morals is. You let somebody plug your asshole. So it is what it is. That's what you want to do. That's between you. That means you're defiled. You're an abomination. That's what it means. It is what it is, man. Like I don't care. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to say it the way it is. I'm not biting my tongue or none of that. Because there's one thing the Creator said. Who's going to stand up for me? Well, guess what? I am. And I don't give a damn what somebody's saying, how they feel. I don't care. I don't care. He asks who's going to stand up for him. I'm right here. And I've been telling y'all the same shit. Who's going to come save us? The Most High. Nobody else. Because he tell you he is. Nobody's coming to save you but me. There's no one beside me that can save you but me. I'm not calling on nobody but the Creator. I'm calling on Yahuwah. That's who I'm calling on. I'm not calling on no fucking man. Y'all do that. Because you ain't supposed to be prostrating to nothing above in the sky, on the earth, or in the water. No creation. And I don't care what you say he is. He was born of a woman. And he grew up from a baby to a man. The same way any other man grows. So that means he's a human being. And he died like one too. Allegedly. So y'all figure that out. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Shalom.